Hello guys, this time I've promised y'all a Leroy leadfoot fishing video. It's time to produce one. Today we're on Lake Richard B. Russell going after some ultralight fishing here. Got some little trout magnets. I'm gonna try for some brim. Not sure if you can see those. It's a little tiny lure. We're actually just going to fish for whatever bites. We'll see if we can catch a few. Just a relaxing day. That's all I'm planning on trying to do today. No stress, no pressure, no anything. I may end up the river after stripers. I may stick around down here and catch some smaller fish. Haven't really decided yet. I'm definitely going to go after some smaller ones. There's one. We'll see what we get here. Look at that. Look at that big monster. I don't know if it's a brim. That's what I call these. That's beautiful little fish. Absolutely. If I had an aquarium, I'd take that one home. Look how gold and yellow that is. Let's let him go. Whoops. Well, get my rod under my arm here. We'll unhook him. But yeah, look at that little fella. Whoops. Get it back in the water. Oh, you get back in there. Get back in there. He's flopping around like a madman. Flopping around like a madman. These little brim, they love these little trout magnets. I have on a white and chartreuse tail. White body, chartreuse tail. Oops, missed that one. I should catch a lot on this. They're so small right now. They've raised off really well. But they are very small fish for the most part. And they were hard to, they couldn't get the hooks that I was using into their mouth. They would bite the tail off my little Barbie Garlands. That's what I usually use. So I had to downsize just a little bit to give them a chance where I could actually catch them. Using a lot smaller hook, a lot lighter bait, smaller lure, everything's a lot smaller. And they're pretty self-explanatory. You just cast them out, let them fall, and reel them really slow. There's not many right in here. Once I get around the bridge abutment over here, there should be tons of fish around these rocks. I'll slip over this way. I like to hang out in those grassy weeds sometimes too. I'll check on that. Like I said, I can't cast this very far. It just doesn't weigh anything. But I've been trying to striper fish now for a few days. I've caught a few, but not many. Not many. I may be back up there this evening. I'm not going to keep any fish today. Only fishing to fish, just to be fishing. Getting a few little pecks right there. They're about too small there to eat this little lure. Let's cruise over to a different area. I made it to the shade. Boy, I casted 15 feet. That's great. And I don't see a thing. Water's clear here. You can about see fish if they're there. One has it. I got him. He's a monster. Another one. The little yellow ones. We'll put him back in the water. Well, go back in the water. Let's see. Yeah, if you can tell me what that technically is, I really don't know. Like I said, they all look like brim to me, but there's bluegill, red ear sunfish, fleers or flyers, or I'm not real sure how you pronounce all the names. Hopefully, by making this video, you guys can tell me what I'm catching, because I have no idea. To me, they're just fish. Little brims. I'm sure they all have their little technical name that they are. But yeah, my mom came down a few days. Took her out about 2 or 3 days fishing. We got 2 stripers. Nothing big. I was going to do a video with her. And of course, guess what? I forgot the cameras in the truck. We done put the boat in the lake. I get forgetful. It happens. I'm gonna ease really quick over here to these rocks. Get away from this just bank area. I know there's fish in here, but I know where I can get a lot more. Make it a little more interesting. I just want to have a good time, catch a lot of fish today. It's 98 degrees, stupid hot. It is June, middle of summer here. Well, first of summer, start of summer. It's June, the start of summer. I don't even know what the date is, but it doesn't matter. It's hot. I'm gonna go hang out under this bridge like a troll for a few minutes. Turn my trolling motor down so I'll go slow. I'm aiming for this shade under this that the bridge is making. To be quite honest, I'm wearing my big hat. It helps a whole lot. I'm getting bites here, so they're obviously still really small. Well, the other evening we were here, every cast I was getting bites, but I couldn't hook them because they were too small. Hopefully they're still here. There's one. That's a better fish there. That looks more like a bluegill. But it also has the markings like those other ones. Maybe those are just juveniles. The little ones may just be babies and not have all the colors yet. Well, I was going to show that one to you, but he got away real quick. That was a quick release. Sorry about that. Wind's kind of picking up, unfortunately. Like I said, it's hard enough to cast without the wind. I'm not real sure what these trout magnet weights on the hook weigh. It's very, very little. The wind's blowing hard enough to where my trolling motor isn't really doing much good either. It's holding me in one spot but not moving me. Of course, I have it turned way down. Maybe turn it up just a touch. I think once I get this shady spot right here where the bridge is shady, I will do a little better. Let's see if I'm right. So bright and sunny out here and so hot, I would say they're congregated in the shade along these rocks. Here comes a boat. I also worry about the noise of the bridge here. Not sure. There's a fish. I got one. I don't know. He's another brim. Yeah, I'm not sure about the noise of the bridge here. Look at that one. They're all kinds of different colors. They're all beautiful. They remind me of, I guess like a cichlid. I used to have some kind of African cichlid in my aquarium. They really remind me of that, or an Oscar or something. Makes me want an aquarium. I just put a few in there just to have, but yeah, that's all I'm using right there. Got 4-pound test line on Walmart rod. What is this thing? An excursion? That wind is whipping right here. Dang it. Well, I can cuss the wind if I want to, but it sure does make it feel nice. Ooh, I missed one. He came right up and tried to attack it. Good night. Yeah, this thing's so light. I'm missing him. So light. He must have the tail of it. Came down on my hook there. We'll push it back up. Hopefully the audio quality's decent on this. It really probably won't be, so I'm still experimenting. I have a lapel mic with the windscreen and everything, and I left it in the floor at my other house. It's 3 hours away, so I don't have it. I don't know where that went. There it is. It's over here. You can see the big bow in my line, maybe. I'm not real sure. Wind blown. We'll let this sit there a minute. Oh, I got one. I got one on that one. It's a little better fish. We got a tuber over there. Oh, he's poking me. There we go. So I think that one's a bluegill. That would be a technical bluegill there. I could be wrong still, who knows. I've never used these trout magnets. My mom loves them, but I've never used them, so I don't really have a clue. I wonder why that little tail is like that. There we go. Got it. Oh yeah, I forget. Georgia. No wake under the bridges in Georgia. North Carolina, that's not a law. Here it is. No wake under the bridges. Safety precaution, I assume. That's the story I was told anyway, that they had a collision under a bridge because they're necking down here. That's probably why the wind is a little bit more right here too. It's just like a straight shot up the lake and on up the lake right under this bridge. So that's probably why it's so windy. It is also shady though. But on the other hand, I can find shady pockets here and there if I just look a little bit. I think we may ride up the lake and see what we can get into, because I can't fight this wind the whole time. Worrying about the audio quality, as I was saying, with the cars going overhead and the wind whipping into the GoPro. I mean, I do have the media mod with the windscreen, so that could possibly help, but I prefer to find a little pocket that was protected from the wind. That's a tiny one. You couldn't even eat this. Yeah, I'd like a little pocket that I could get into, out of the wind, out of the sun. It's a little shade. We'll see. There he is. Ooh, look at that one. He's so big the wind wants to blow him. Now that's a different looking kind of fish. That fish looks different. That looks more like the ones I was getting, not real bright colored. Very pretty little fish. Like I said, if you know what these are actually called, there may be 2 or 3 different species of them for all I know. This one's gonna be, he's just being stubborn here. Get back in the water. There he goes. So let's get out of here, find a different spot.